The slide is clearly visible to all? Okay. Actually, okay. Just 1 minute. Let me do one setting. Okay, fine. Okay. Yes. So once again, now I think all the students have connected. Once again, good morning all students. And today I will be discussing enzyme activation energy, property of the enzyme linked with this, and then free energy and how the enzyme works. Okay, so this all we will be doing today, and also the mechanism of enzyme action. So let us proceed with today's class. Now, first of all, student, as I asked you in the beginning of today's class, that is, what do you mean by, or what are the two properties or any two properties of the enzyme, and maximum of you have written that enzyme increases the rate of the chemical reaction. Now, let us discuss this very graph. In this image, students, you can see that a graph is plotted. On one axis, it is the energy, and on another axis, it is the progress of the chemical reaction. Okay? Now, when you are seeing this reaction, you can see the red plotting is the uncatalyzed reaction. The uncatalyzed reaction. Okay? You can see over here, it is the uncatalyzed reaction. Just a moment. Just a moment, I am doing one setting. Okay, fine. It is the uncatalyzed reaction. That means without the enzyme. And you can see the peak of the graph when there is no enzyme present. And when the enzyme is present, the graph lowers. Now, when this without catalyzed and with in presence of the enzyme catalyzed reaction, a term has been written over here, activation energy. What is this activation energy? In presence of the enzyme, the activation energy gets lowered. In absence of the enzyme, you can see the activation energy is increasing. So what is this? Now, activation energy is the minimum amount of the energy needed to start reaction, or we can say it is the amount of the energy required for the reactant to get converted into product. So if there is no enzyme present, the activation energy will be more, because we know that enzyme accelerates the rate of the chemical reaction. So if the enzyme is not present, the activation energy, or we can say more and more energy will be needed to start the reaction, or we can say to convert the substrate into the product. Got it? And when the enzyme is being added, this energy requirement to initiate the chemical reaction is lowered. Am I clear to all the students? Am I clear to all the students? What is activation energy? This is very, very important, student. Concept of activation energy. This graph. Yes, I want the remark from all the students. Okay, Khushi, I will repeat. Okay, Pallavi. Okay. Few students asked to repeat it. I repeat, no problem. See, students. Okay, Pragya. I am re-explaining the graph. See, yesterday, students, we discussed the properties of the enzyme. In that, the most important thing was that it increases the rate of the chemical reaction. Now, what it is there in the chemical reaction that it enhances? Then comes the concept of activation energy. Activation energy is the minimum amount of the energy needed in a chemical reaction for the reactants to get converted into product. Now, we say enzyme accelerate the reaction. For the reaction to begin or for the reaction to start up, energy is required. And this energy required is called activation energy. Now, when an enzyme is present, this activation energy is lowered. And when enzyme is absent, this activation energy is more. This is depicted in the above graph. Here you can see in graph, the red color plotted is the amount of the activation energy required for the reactant to get converted into product in absence of enzyme. And in the second image, in the graph plotted with blue color, here the activation energy gets lowered. Why? Because the enzyme is present in the system. Is it clear to those students who asked to repeat the graph? Okay, fine. Okay, 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 good. Okay, fine. Okay, yes. Now all the students have said that it's clear to them. Okay. Now let me proceed. Just a second. Let me check the participation list once. Uh, okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Yes. Huh. Just a second, student. As we have to take okay, fine. Okay. Now let me come to the next slide. Let me come to the next slide and the next topic. Let me come to it. Just a second. Just a moment. 1 minute. It was of other class. Just a second, students. Yes. I hope now my slide is shared with you all. All the students, my slide is visible to all. Okay, fine. Now students see. Yes, Roshan, do you want to say anything? You have raised your hand, Roshan. Roshan, do you want to say anything? Do you want to share or ask any question? Okay, fine, Roshan. Now students, this topic is mechanism of enzyme action. Now, before going into the mechanism of enzyme action, let me ask you few questions. Though, as I am asking you these questions, because before this we have discussed regarding this topic once. So let me see that how much you answer. Do the enzyme change itself during a chemical reaction? You will answer in yes or no. Do enzyme change itself in a chemical reaction? I want the response from all the students in yes or no. Okay, very good. No. Two students have said yes, remaining all students have said no. Aditi and Prashant, Khushbu and Akanksha also. Yes, Shruti, I repeat the question. I ask, do enzyme change itself either structurally or chemically during a chemical reaction? During a chemical reaction, do the enzyme change itself? Do the enzyme change itself? No, Shruti. Listen to the question properly and then answer. Students, yes. Now, Akanksha, your answer is right. Perhaps during the beginning you were confused and now you have said correctly. Yes, correct. Definitely, during the discussion of the properties only, we said that the enzyme remain unchanged during a chemical reaction. The enzyme doesn't change during a chemical reaction. So, yes, correct. Now, I think those students who said no, they have got the correct answer. Now, one more question for before proceeding into the lock and key hypothesis or lock and key model. What do you mean by active site of enzyme? What do you mean by active site of enzyme? What do you mean by active site or substrate binding site? There are two terms for this only, active site or substrate binding site. Okay, Shubham. Okay, Pragya. Okay, Megha. Okay. Okay, fine. See, only 4 students have participated. This should not be there, students. All of you should participate. Because if you will participate, half of the thing, or I can say more than half of the thing will be prepared in the class only. Very good. Okay, it is a site where the, okay, fine, substrate binds part of the enzyme where the substrate. Okay, Roshan. Okay. The region where the molecule bind and goes under chemical reaction. Okay, Akanksha. Yes, very correct, student. The active site are the site where the substrate binds to the enzyme, forming the enzyme substrate complex. Now, see, there are several hypotheses, students, two, we can say, which describe the mechanism of enzyme action, but one most popular and widely accepted hypothesis or model is lock and key model. Now, in the lock and key model, why the term is given lock and key? Now, students, I'm asking you again one question. Do all the locks of your house, or even I can say my house, home, do all the locks open by a common key? Do all the locks open by a common key? No. So many locks are there. in the world, and we have seen one thing, that each lock has a particular, we can say, a particular fashion to which the key binds, isn't it? Yes or no? Hmm. So, yes, you have given the remark, yes, okay. So, every enzyme, during the discussion of the property, we said that enzymes are action are highly specific. What does this mean? Particular type of the enzyme will act on a particular substrate only. It is not like that each and every enzyme will act on each and every substrate. For example, if I ask you the pepsin is the enzyme, pepsin breaks what? Pepsin breaks what? Proteins. Very good, Pragya. Very quick. Yes, Srishti, Amrita, Anshu. Okay, very good. Khushbu, correct. Very correct. So, the enzyme is pepsin. The enzyme is pepsin and the substrate is protein. So, this protein will bind with this enzyme, pepsin will bind with the substrate protein. Only, it is not like that pepsin will digest the carbohydrate or pepsin will digest the fat. So, enzymes are highly specific in their action. Okay. Now, in this very diagram, which I have shared with you all, you see there is an enzyme. This is a hypothetical situation to discuss. This is any enzyme, we can say. There are two substrates, one denoted by red color, another denoted by the yellow color. Okay. Their both nature are same. Okay. It is not like that they will vary in the chemical nature. These are the two active site or substrate binding site. It is a site where the substrate binds. In the next step, enzyme substrate complex is formed. Can you tell me, students, in this step, what will happen to the activation energy? Will it get lowered or will it elevated? What happens to the activation energy? Will it get lowered or will it get elevated? Tell me. It is lowered. Now this response at least I want from all the students. Only let me through the participation list. I will ask you. Yes, Mihir, I am not getting any response till now from your side. Roshan also, Pranjal also. Not a single time I have got any response from your side. Not a single time. My question was that whether the activation energy will be lowered or will be elevated. So many of the students have said, Pranjal, Mihir, Roshan, please respond. Okay, Pallavi. Yes, Mihir. Okay. Yes. Okay, Mihir, I got your response. Roshan. Roshan. Yes, Roshan, I'm waiting for your response. My question was that whether the activation energy will be lowered or it will increase or enhance. Either of the two words, any one word you have to write in the chat box. Just a moment, let me see the response. Okay, yes. It will be lowered. Yes, correct. Okay, it will be lowered. Now, in the very next step, The enzyme substrate complex is converted into the enzyme product complex, and at the final stage, the enzyme, the product will get separated and it leaves the active site, and the enzyme remain unchanged during this process. And this hypothesis is called lock and key model. Any queries from your side regarding the lock and key hypothesis? Then you can share your doubts. Any doubt in lock and key hypothesis? Any doubt in lock and key hypothesis? Okay, okay. I again repeat the whole mechanism. Okay, some of you have said no doubt. Some of you have said to repeat, no problem. See, all the key, or we can say first we should say all locks do not open by a common key. Okay, there is a structural peculiarity or the structural importance in the lock by which only a particular key will open the particular lock. Similar thing happens with the enzyme too. In enzyme, there are substrate binding site which is called the active site. Now the active sites are the site where the substrate binds. This is the image of an enzyme. It has the active site where the substrate binds. After binding of the substrate, the activation energy. What is activation energy? Students, again I am throwing a question to you all. What is activation energy? Just now in the beginning of the class I have discussed. What is activation energy? What is activation energy? Tell me, what is activation energy? Send your replies through the chat box. What is activation energy? The amount of the energy required to start a reaction. Okay, 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 Shruti, Ruchi. Very good. It is the minimum amount of the energy required for a chemical reaction to start. Correct. So when the enzyme binds with the substrate, in the active site, the substrate binds. This lowers the activation energy. Enzyme substrate is formed, substrate complex is formed, then enzyme product complex is formed, and at the final stage, the enzyme gets separated from the enzyme product complex. The product gets separated, the enzyme gets separated, and this is called the active site of the enzyme. The active site remains as it is, the enzyme remains unchanged, and product complex is formed, and ultimately the product is also formed. Am I clear now? Those who have said to repeat the mechanism, those who said to repeat the mechanism, am I clear to them? Is it clear to all? Fine. Okay. Okay. Now, finally, on the basis of today's class, let me share a worksheet with you all, which you will be doing. Let me share this image slide with you all, the worksheet, today's worksheet. When the, okay, one Srishti has asked a question, let me see. Srishti's question is, when the enzyme leaves the active site, what happened to the activation energy? No, Srishti, see. Activation energy, when the enzyme leaves the active site, that means you want to say that when the enzyme product is formed after that, at the end. Srishti, do you want to say that what happened to it after end? You just put your remark by yes or no. Okay, at the end. The activation energy is only required at the beginning. Okay, you can see the graph once again. If I will say, let us come back to the graph again. I will, for this, I will again take the graph on the screen. Just a moment. Yes. See, Srishti, after reaching to the peak, again it is decreasing. Got it? Understood, Srishti? So if you will say what happens at the end, it will again get lowered, because once the acceleration of the reaction or the reaction begins and the enzyme product complexes form, it will again get lower, because that time the requirement is negligible. Is it clear, Srishti? Srishti, is it clear to you? Okay, fine. Okay, Srishti. Okay. Now let me come to the our today's worksheet. It is based on whatever we have discussed till now. Yes. Huh. I hope the image is visible to all. Wait, let me enlarge it. Okay, students, see, it is a type of, okay, one thing you can do, students, take the screenshot also of the worksheet. Take the screenshot of the worksheet. First take the upper part which I have enlarged. First take the screenshot of the upper part. There are some fill in the blanks with the help box. First take the screenshot of question 1, and then I will say you to take the screenshot of the question 2. Done? Okay. Have you taken the screenshot? Okay. Now let me focus the second question. Question B, take the screenshot of this also. Question B, enzymes catalyze many important chemical reactions in the human body. Name one of these chemical reactions, any chemical reaction. Question B, take the screenshot of question B. And finally, take the screenshot of question C. Question C, and after question C, take the full screen image, and the last also it is connected with that same question, that enzymes and the substrates are often compared to lock and key. This is called lock and key model. Label the lock and key in the above image, and you have to also label. One more labeling is asked. This you will label, this you will label, plus these you will also label. 3 labelings are there. I hope you have understood the worksheet. Now let us come to the discussion of the worksheet. 1 minute. Let me come to the discussion of the worksheet. Yes. First you see, fill in the gaps. Number 1, enzymes are biological. Students, take the screenshot. I think today, as I planned also, the first question and the second question we will be doing. The image one you can continue in our next class also. The enzymes are biological catalyst. Very good. That speed up the chemical reaction in the living organism. Yes, catalyst. Correct. All of you have given the correct answer. Students, as I said you to take the screenshot, but definitely you will write this worksheet in your copy in today's date. Is it okay? Next, enzymes are protein molecules which are made up of long chains of, tell me, here is the keyword, yes, correct. Because we say enzymes are protein and amino acid are the building block of protein. Very good. Very good. Amino acid, correct. Correct. Next, number 3. Number 3. The sequence and type of amino acid are dash in each protein, so they produce enzyme with many different shapes and functions. Sorry. Yes, different, correct. Question 4. Yes. Students, those who have said same, it's not the same, it is different. Yes, the shape of the enzyme is very important to its function. Very good. Correct. Very good. Yes, correct. Okay. Now, yes, correct. Very good. Now come to question 1b. Enzymes catalyze many important chemical reactions in the human body. Name one of these chemical reactions. Any chemical reaction in the body where enzyme is acting. You can take the help of the chapter digestion because this topic from your previously also you are doing. Digestion, yes. You can give one example. You have to give, Pragya, that suppose pepsin digesting protein, lipase digesting fat, or trypsin digesting protein, salivary amylase breaks the starch. So this you have to say. Understood, student? The second question. Yes, correct, Anshu. Starch is converted into maltose. Yes, correct. Correct. Yes, correct. Now, in this third image, okay, I think, yes, hopefully, few seconds are left. We will complete this also. This is the enzyme. This is the enzyme. This is the, the second one. The second one is active site. Very good. And the last one is the substrate. Very good. Correct. Correct. Yes, we have completed this worksheet also. Okay, within a few seconds, our class will be disconnected. So all of you must write this worksheet in your copy. I have told you to take the screenshot. Okay, thank you students for today's class.